Hi guys, today we are going to talk about transmitter Frsky X18-20-20S, how to improve it, and also about some accessories that you would like to have. Now the first thing is about the antenna. It is a very fragile part. I have broken it. The second thing we're gonna to talk about the stick and how to improve the stick, because if you are piloting not thumb up on the stick, you are using a tray. I couldn't find any real stick, but I found out my happiness on a German site, and this is a German production. So you can see this one. This is a normal stick, nothing special, but it's a high stick. And I also bought this one, which is a stick with an enter 3 position, 1, 2, 3, and a second position, which is one button release. Things that's very handy when you are piloting with a tray. If you want the cheap version, you can 3D print this one. But I was not really happy with this one because after a few weeks I lost it while piloting during a race, and when you are in trouble with the stick that is on the elevator and the rudder, so it's very bad during a race. Very bad story. Fortunately I didn't break anything. And also we will talk about the tray, because this is a 3D tray. So this is a design I found on internet. But let's come back to the handle that is including the 900 MHz antenna. So you know that there are some receiver in the Frsky catalog that they have and the 2.4 gigabyte and the 900 megahertz. But the problem of this part is very fragile. I broke it. Frsky knows that it's very fragile because they have redesigned it and they have produced the second edition. So what is the difference between the first and second? They have reinforced this part here. Okay, they have enlarged few millimeters base here. The problem is that it will not fit your actual radio. If you have a slim one, the back of your radio need to be changed. So I thought, okay, I could buy the previous one, it would be cheaper, but I want to improve the robustness. You need to also buy the new back. Be careful about this because there are different versions. You need to find your way. So we will do this together because I have to install this new stick and I have to open the back, the whole radio. I bought my sticks here in this German site, but the sticks are from this brand, I do believe. You have many choices depending on the brand, and I think that they are adapting. So you have different type of stick with 3 position, 2 position, 2 position and a push button, 3 position with two push button, 2 push button only. I have chosen one of this, which is with no switch and no button, and this one. Now about the instruction, the most important, they are here. You have different instructions depending on the brand and even depending on the model. So you can see that the tandem X20, X18, X20S is here. Unfortunately, I don't speak any German. And in fact, I download the documents, the German version, and after you have to drop it into Google Translation. This is the instruction. So you really need them. So you print them or whatever you want, or you keep your computer along you. The first step is to remove the twin light module, so it's very easy. You just need to push. Of course, my handle had been removed because it was broken. You have to unscrew. There are 4 screws here and here, and be careful because the wiring with the antenna is very short. So when you will remove the back, you need to take care, and you have only a margin of maybe 2 inches, few centimeters. So be very slow. Don't let the back fall on the floor, because you will take off the wiring from the electronical plating, which will be bad. So just need to unscrew. First, I have, of course, forgot to remove the battery. It's not so easy. That's it. So here we are. And the second thing I remind is you have the 2 slider here, and this slider you will have to take it off also. So there is also the wiring with the slider that limit you to remove the back. It's possible also that you have this accessory. This is, I think it's optional. So of course it keeps the box transmitter to be closed, so you need to remove this accessory, which comes here. So the slider has fallen down, which is fine. So normally you have still the antenna, so you have to open it like this. And the antenna is connected here exactly. So if you want to fully remove the back, and you need it because, as you can see, the antenna is plugged exactly here, you have to remove the wiring here. So do this precautiously. Don't start to touch the pin or everything around. What we need to do now is to remove from the previous back these 2 plugs, plastic plug with the 4 screw, because we need this to fix. And this plastic plug with the 4 screws are definitively blocking the back of the antenna inside the back of the transmitter. So this is a little piece like this. So now I put aside the previous oldest back, bring back the new one, and this is the new antenna. The old one, I push it here. And we're gonna to plug the antenna inside. So now you have this part here. So we need to screw this exactly here because it's blocking the antenna. The tricky thing is that you have, if you want to really screw everything here to fix definitively your antenna, you have so 2 blocks of plastic with 4 screws, and you have to push to the maximum limit your antenna until it is blocked. Here we are. So I'm not gonna to fix the antenna for the simple reason that I have some work to do to install the new stick, especially this one. So I have to first to remove the previous one. Accordingly to the instruction with the X20S, you just need to remove this and to let the bottom part of the stick with the X18, maybe X20. If you install this German stick, and what is fine is that we have a little hole here of 2 millimeters. The wire are very, very small diameter. So now I need to pass them in the hole, which is not the easiest stuff. Oh my gosh. Maybe one by one. I bet that it is really easier to strip the wire, which are very thin, right now, and to solder them outside the transmitter. So I have tinned and stripped the wire and ready to install the stick inside the transmitter. But the problem is which ampere you need to remove. I need to remove 1 3 position, and also because I have a push button, I need to solder this push button also to another 2 position. You can only use an existing ampere into the transmitter. Consequently, you have to remove 2 ampere when you have a stick like this. What you can do also is to use one of these on the back. You have 2 ampere here, because of course I am piloting with a tray, so I have no access to this 2 ampere and I don't need them. So finally, the 2 interposition, which is the push button, will go to one of these. And it's really important to understand before cutting or soldering anything where you go with the inter, because there are some lengths in the cable and you don't want this to be a mess. I will solder the black and the blue on the 2 position button, which is on the bottom of the back of the transmitter. I think the best is to remove this 3 ampere, so you have to remove this screw, and you will have really more margin to cut the wiring and to solder everything, because else if that will be really difficult. So now we have a better access to the wiring. When I will have in solder this, everything will be far better. And now you need to solder this 3-1, the yellow, the green and the white on the 3 interposition. So when you are soldering the 3 position enter, you need to have the white cable in the middle, which means that basically the white should be replacing actually the black wiring color here. So simply put the white in the middle. There are other colors, you can invert them, it's not a problem. After you will come into the radio in Ethos to change and to reverse if necessary. So this is the files that you need to 3D print your tray. How to find this? You go on this site, cult3d.com, and unfortunately I have no other keywords rather than Frsky to offer. The others are not working. There are a little bit of search results. You simply need to go on the page 2, almost on the bottom. You will find your happiness here. Now you have to pay for this file €2.50, but I really think that it is worth off. So basically I printed almost everything in 3D filament, except of course the spacer and the screw. You probably want to know what is the weight of this tray. With the strap, 264 grams. It's very, very light. So it's in 3D print PETCF carbon fiber filament. You can find the screw, everything that is about metals in a lot of shops. And this is why you need the handle and why I have repaired it. You need to handle like this. and it comes naturally here. You put this like this normally, and after this little port is blocking the transmitter. So now it's really tough. So now next step is to fix this. So I told you, just contact me and I will send you the original native 360 Fusion file, or a step, or an SCL if you want. Maybe you will have to retrim a little bit. You have access to the enter in the tray position. And even, I think, if you use the transmitter with the thumbs up on the stick, it should be okay. Because now with the 2.GB, the problem is where to put the antenna. So this is the part of the windsock for the X20S and 20 and 18 that I'm using. So I'm gonna to deliver you the whole files in Fusion 360. If you wish maybe to modify the diameter, because now it's a diameter for multiplex classic antenna. So this is the top part. You have to drill the hole, and this is the bottom part. So maybe you will have also to trim a little bit in this area here. Now, if we talk about the slicer, that are the parts, and if we compare the preset, this is the two preset, mine on the left in black, the fine preset from Bambu Lab in 0.18 millimeters, 4 PETCF, and basically I have increased the infill density and changed the pattern for gear rate. I have also decreased the speed, and very important, so I have increased the resolution as much as possible. I will show you again these parameters. So the quality here, I think that I will show you everything. The strain. So I ask top shell, bottom shell, the speed. So you just have to stop the video to retry the value. So about the support, nothing special here. And here, I don't remember what I have changed. I think it's pretty standard.